Interesting little case comes up. Oregon coach takes his football team in middle school to a Hooters. Should he have done that? Look, I'm going to declare him massively not guilty. I'm sure a lot of people will disagree. But look, it's easy for me to say because I took my nephews to Hooters, I believe, when they were in middle school. So I'm guilty as charged. I'm biased, whatever you want to call it. So O'Reilly agrees that it's okay that he took him to Hooters. He's going to have a conservative, Monica Crowley, and a liberal, Alan Colmes, who disagree, saying that they shouldn't have been taken to Hooters. It's a fair argument either way, until Bill O'Reilly throws a curveball in there. Let's find out.
This coach didn't exercise any judgment. A lot of these parents didn't either.
Now, you're a conservative individual. I'm a little bit surprised about you.
Yeah, because liberals, anything goes, right?
That's
let the kid, let a 2-year-old go.
You're legalizing marijuana. You want the transsexual, everybody in the bathroom, in the locker room, right?
Adults. Not when it comes to kids, it's a different story.
In the transsexual, in the locker room, in the bathroom, and all of that, you're fine with that.
Because
but you won't take the kid to Hooters.
There happen to be people of indeterminate gender who are out in public. You have to deal with it. People have to learn to deal with that. The fact is
the way you deal with it is basically, look, if you're born a boy, you stay in the boys' locker room, and then when you're an adult, you can go where you want.
Yeah, hey, Alan, you want everybody in the bathroom, right? You want really? Alan Colmes wants everybody in the bathroom? I don't think so. So, of course, Alan Colmes doing his best there to try to talk sense into him, saying, hey, listen, it's a different standard for adults and kids. Yes, if someone is transgendered when they're an adult, yeah, they go in the bathroom of their new sex. That makes sense. Having them go in a bathroom of the sex they're not in anymore, that doesn't make any sense. But, of course, O'Reilly won't have any of that. Now, what do transgender people have to do with this story in the first place? But O'Reilly has a theory that kids in high school and middle school might want to pretend to be transgendered so they can go in the girls' locker room. Yeah, that happens a lot. Let's hear him out.
You say no to Hooters, but yes to the transgender. Here comes a guy who thinks he's a girl into the locker room.
One issue has nothing to do with the other, Bill.
Yes, it does. No, it doesn't. It's not like Monica with the strip club.
One is taking a 12-year-old to see TNA, and the other someone happens to be of indeterminate gender because that's the way they built. It's a different thing.
If the guy goes into the girls' locker room, there's going to be what you just described. All right, but you're okay with it.
So a girls' locker room is like Hooters to you.
Have you ever been in a locker room, Colmes?
Yeah, I actually have.
They don't have chicken wings, but it's called a locker room for a reason.
Well, how many guys do you know in your middle school decide, oh, I'm going to tell the whole school that I'm transgendered so I can sneak into the girls' locker room? Yeah, that's a great way of getting girls. And I bet you that won't involve any teasing by any of your classmates. And I bet you that a lot of straight guys in middle school and high school are always trying to pretend to be transgendered. But O'Reilly, he's on the warpath, looking out for the folks at home. If there is an imaginary war on Christmas, he's there. If there's an imaginary epidemic of middle school boys pretending to be transgendered, he's there to put an end to it. He's going to be the cop that stops it. Now, if you can't understand that, well, tides go in, tides go out. You can't explain that.